Good evening. How are you all? Nice to see some familiar faces like Lynette. I think I spoke to
Dakota.
Megan, Dakota.
I mean,
That's okay. You real quick and turn it back off. That's all
yeah,
right. I'm
that's
okay with
fine.
that.
That's
He
fine.
really
Jasmine.
was driving.
Yes, we believe you. We believe you. And drive safely. We want you to get
Drive
there
safely.
safely. All right. Julie, if
Yeah.
you could put us back on the board. Like I mentioned before, this will be recorded, so let me do that right now before I forget. Oh, it's already recording. All right, perfect. And so welcome to WP Online. This is going to be your first session, session 2, fast 7 weeks. But we'll be here, this team will be here for you all the way from right now, all the way until graduation. So I know you're feeling anxious and nervous because you're coming back, but that's okay. It's a normal feeling. We'll walk you through that. My name is Joanna Prado. I'm the director for degree completion and adult learning, and the rest of the team will introduce themselves. Cara?
So I'm Cara Rabbit. I'm Associate Provost, and I oversee our College of Adult and Professional Studies here at William Patterson. I've been at the university for 27 years, as many of the team have also been here a long time. We're really pleased to welcome you to William Patterson and/or welcome you back to William Patterson. And as Joanna mentioned, we are here for you. We are here to get you across the finish line, and we will share lots of information tonight, but that information is available to you to reach out and find and have at your fingertips moving forward. So don't feel like you have to take notes or fret about what we cover tonight, but we just want to be sure that you get your questions answered. This is interactive. If you need to pop a question in the chat, we'll try to monitor that. If you want to unmute yourself and ask a question, that's fine as well. Joanna's, the rest of her team, Julesi Gomez is running the show for us.
Hi everyone, my name is Julesi Gomez and I'm the Adult Success Coordinator. So I work alongside Joanna and Sam. We'll talk a little bit more about what degree completion adult learning does. But again, I want to extend my welcome to you all and congratulations on taking the next step into your careers and your education. And again, we're here to ensure you get to that finish line. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Sam Miller, and as Julesi said, I work with Julesi and Joanna along with entire team to help you get to the finish line. I'm the Student Success and Credit for Prior Learning Coordinator. And again, welcome. We're excited to have you.
Hi, I'm Hussein. I think I'm next. Hi, I'm Hussein Maritak. I'm an instructional designer in the Center for Teaching with Technology. I also teach in the communication and English departments, including WP Online courses. I've been at the university for about 20 years, and you'll mostly know me as the Blackboard guy.
Hi everyone, my name is Katja Russ. I'm the Assistant Director of WP Online Student Support. I work very closely with the Degree Completion and Adult Learning team, and also within the WP Online Student Support team, we have dedicated academic advisors and a dedicated financial aid team. Jointly, we provide full wraparound support services for you. So we will guide you through the start of your degree all the way to completion and be there along for the ride with you.
Hi there, I'm Tony Josham. I'm one of the librarians. So there are plenty of us, but I can be your point person. I can be someone that is a resource for you. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but welcome.
And with us this evening as well is Doris. If you could introduce yourself, and then I think you're actually the first speaker. Is that right, Joanna?
Yes, you should be the next speaker. Yep.
Okay. So we can go to the next slide and Doris can introduce herself. Oops. Oh, sorry. We'll come back.
Well,
go ahead and introduce yourself
okay.
and then we'll do the agenda.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Doris, and I am a graduating senior, graduating May of 2025. I did return as a adult learner. Did you guys want to do something first, or can I just?
We'll quickly go into the agenda and then we'll share. We're really excited to have Doris here tonight to share her story, because I think a lot of it, you will find it inspirational and hopefully see yourself moving in a similar path. So basically today we will start off with Doris, and then we will move through some information about the library. We'll give you an overview of how we support our WP Online students. I'll review a few critical university policies. You'll learn a little bit about supports for credit for prior learning and opportunities to accelerate your degree pathways there. And we just really want to be sure that you can find what you need and that you get your questions answered. So that's our goal for tonight. And now we'll turn it over to our speaker.
Well, as I stated, good evening, everyone. My name is Doris, as I stated before, and I am graduating William-Patterson May 2025. Oh, I'm sorry for the background. May 2025 with the major in leadership and professional studies. I also was able to attain 3 certifications. It's the DEI, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion certification. Also human resource management certification and a social media marketing certification, which actually I got from a class, my marketing class via HubSpot. So amazing opportunities these classes have given me. I will just briefly discuss my journey. My journey to this moment has been anything but traditional. I first started as a freshman at William-Patterson in the fall of 1995. However, like many of you, life took me in many different directions, and I wasn't able to finish my degree at that time. As I entered the workforce, my experience helped me secure the jobs, increasing my pay. At one point, I convinced myself I didn't need a degree because I was just scaling. My pay was just scaling and my skills were scaling. But in 2022, after leaving a hostile work environment, I found myself at a crossroads, and I was offered a 6-figure salary position. However, I was skipped for the position because I didn't have a degree despite my experience. And there is when I got the impulse to come back. Now, at first, as I'm sure many of you, I had many doubts. Would I have the time? Can I even learn all this new material at my age? And despite it all, I did have to step myself and see if I was being realistic to come back. And then I realized I have to put it in faith, because if I want to be better, I have to invest and sacrifice self-development for self-development. So what I discovered, though, that life experiences from being a parent, from being a caregiver to my parents, to even just being a manager, executive, and supervising teams, that I actually knew a lot of the information that was being taught. And though everything got a name more or less with the classes and the assignments, I was able to understand, learn, and grow. But let's be honest, the biggest challenge was time management. I was very intentional, and I will tell you, be very intentional with your time and with your schedule. I set alarms. I used to set alarms for reading, for writing essays, for kids' time, my parents' time. I held myself accountable to make sure I took care of everything I was responsible for. And what I once thought was impossible to manage, when I took it one step at a time, not only, did I complete it all and I am graduating, but I was able to get Dean's List every semester being back. Unreal almost. And so I want to encourage you, and don't let the thoughts, don't let the fear, don't let anything stand in your way. You step out in faith and let the chips fall where it may. I do want to take this time and thank the degree completion and adult learning team because they were amazing. Their support made my return absolutely seamless. From the application process to registration, the degree completion, the planning, even the certification, everything. They were with me throughout the whole time. Even now, Amanda, my counselor almost, she helped me in the direction of career services, and now they fine-tuned my resume. They helped me with LinkedIn and getting to workshops, even applying to jobs and even testing me. The career services test me and, help me with interviews. So their support has been endless throughout the whole process. And I'm just so excited for you all. And please don't be discouraged. Please think positive. Don't think too far ahead as in graduation day. Just stay focused on one semester, one class at a time. And um, for you all beginning your journey, I encourage you to invest in yourself. That's all.
Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions for Doris? And so just so you know, we just became the College of Adult and Professional Studies ourselves. So Doris wasn't even aware of that. So she's actually talking about the whole college as a whole. And Amanda is is her advisor, and she's one of the amazing advisors that work with us. And she's absolutely amazing, and she's on the WP Online team. Julacey, next slide. Does anybody have any questions for Doris? About what it looks like to be a student, adult learner, online classes. If you don't have any questions right now, that's absolutely fine. You can put them in the chat, as Cara said. I don't know, Doris, did you want to share your email with them in case they have questions specifically for you? Because you got all the way to graduation with 3 certifications and a degree.
Yes, I will put my email in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay, okay, absolutely.
Tony.
All right. So first of all, Doris, very nicely said. And I love that you mentioned the Career Development Center because that is an excellent resource for folks to keep in mind. But I'm not here to talk about the Career Development Center. I'm here to talk about the library. I am one of 11 faculty librarians here on campus. I'm in the instructional design and instruction end of things. So I do a lot of teaching, and you'll see my name popping up here and there. On the slide in front of you, you'll see there are some upcoming webinars, and I'm gonna point these out again and show you where to find information about them. But this information will be shared as well. But what I want to do is pop over and just give you a very quick look at our website, just to give you a sense of what is available to you. So one of the things that I think folks, actually, before I even say that, I am also a graduate of an online program. One of my degrees was fully online. It is a challenge, but it can definitely be done. But one of the things that you might be thinking about is, well, I'm an online student, so what does the library have to do with me? So one of the things I just want to highlight for you while we're together is how much is available to you. We have over 135 different databases for articles, streaming video, ebooks, streaming audio. So we've got a lot of great content that is available even if you're not on campus. And some of that we make available just with your username and password. Other information we can get to you if you need it. I just want to give you a quick spin through here and tell you about a few things that are coming up. The first thing is on the right-hand side, lots of ways of getting a hold of me and the other librarians. We have 24/7 chat, 24/7 text messaging. You can also send us emails or set up an individual research consultation if you're interested in talking to us more in depth. I will say, Doris was talking about time management. Think ahead as you get your assignments, plan ahead and say, well, what do I need to do ahead of time? But don't wait until you're really struggling to ask for help. That's why we're here. We're here to make sure that you get the support you need when you need it. On the other side, we've got some great resources as well. There is a citation resources section. A lot of you are going to be freaking out a little bit about APA citations. We do have some webinars coming up on that in the next couple of weeks that I'm going to highlight for you. We have a number of tutorials that are just short little couple minutes about, oops, I think I clicked on one, about how to do different things. So does the library have this article? How do I search and refine my search? Where do I find peer-reviewed articles? These are things that your professors may ask you to do, and they're all right there for you as a great starting point anytime you need them. And then lastly, what I wanted to point out is the workshops and webinars. And this is what Joanna had up on that previous slide. And basically any webinar that we offer, if you register, use the register link underneath it. Even if you can't be there, we'll record it. We'll send you a copy of the webinar so that you can catch up on it later on. And those will be available for the rest of the semester for you to consult if you need it. There's also a way to earn the WP Learn badge, which is a library badge where you notice that this is a tier 1 activity. There are tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. You just do one of each and you earn a micro credential that you can put on your resume as well. With that said, I don't want to take too much from the webinars that are coming up, but we do have the webinar on the 25th, which is getting started, a basic overview. Some of these are a little bit more advanced. They're sort of worked into the second part of the semester, but we have creating academic posters. Finding articles with library databases is one I would strongly recommend. Introduction to APA, that's citing. That's another one that I think is really great to get your hands on if you can. And then we have a session on AI that's coming up as well. So lots of stuff, about a half hour in the evenings. You can have your dinner while you join the library. But I am open to any questions and hope that we'll see you. Oh, actually, one thing. You can come to the library. You're online, but you're welcome and encouraged to come and use our space. So, any questions?
Right. For people who are local and want to come visit us, we do work in our offices. So come visit us.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Julacey, can you put put up our slides? Hussein will be speaking a little bit about Blackboard.
Sure, as I mentioned before, I'm an instructional designer in the Center for Teaching with Technology. I'm one of 4 instructional designers plus a graduate student who assist with Blackboard-related issues. We could always be reached ideally through the web help desk to assist. In terms of getting started with Blackboard, I can tell you that the best advice I could give you is to always make sure that you use Google Chrome as your browser on a computer system running Windows or Mac OS as its operating system. Phones are great for quickly doing things, but they should not be your primary means of doing stuff in Blackboard. They will work when they work and they won't when they won't. Ditto for any browsers besides Google Chrome. Microsoft Edge doesn't work well at all, for example. And then the other bit of advice that I can give you in terms of accessing Blackboard would be to know how to get there directly. While it's fine to go through WP Connect and then click on the link for Blackboard that's there, it's awesome, it's one-stop shopping. But every once in a while, one system is down and the other one is happily chugging along. So it's a good idea to know how to get directly to the system that you want. Blackboard can be accessed by going to www.wpunj.edu/bb or /Blackboard. And that address sequence, just so you know, will work for other campus systems. So wpunj.edu/email will take you to email, /library will take you to the library's website, and so on. So always know that you can just tack on the system that you want onto the end of the main address, which is www.wpunj.edu. And one of the systems that you should know how to get through by using that trick is /help. That will take you to the web help desk. When you create a ticket, it goes to the 5 of us who support Blackboard. You will always get a response within 1 day, 365 days a year. While you're always welcome to email me, find my phone number and call me, that's not the best way of getting help with Blackboard, because if I'm out sick or on vacation, you'll end up waiting for no reason when one of my colleagues could have helped you instead. Okay? That's all.
And you will get the link from Joanna, well, from Decal, for Tuesday's orientation, but this is the place when you've gone into your course shells, you have questions on how to upload assignments or where to find your grades and all that stuff. Bring all those questions and there'll be a chance to walk through those. And again, that will be recorded, so you'll have access to that.
Yep, and I believe Hussein, you'll be talking about Duo access and part of logging in and all of that, right?
I will certainly mention it, and I'll be prepared to answer as many questions as come my way.
And
Okay.
Hussein, I'll ask you to double check, but I think I typed what you said out loud, www.wpunj.edu.
It was perfect. I saw it.
So in
Hmm.
answer to your question, Lynette, that's the direct website that would be the link to click on that. The one you gave. So thank you. Any
Yeah,
other questions for Hussein before we move on?
Lynette, and I don't know if you're driving, but you can access if you can access the chat, then it's right above your question, the link.
Thanks so much.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to take this moment to share a little more information on the different support services available to you. So within WP Online Student Support, you will be assigned a dedicated academic advisor who will work with you from start to finish of your program. We do check in pretty frequently just to check in on how things are going within your sessions. And as new sessions become open for registration, we check in to start planning and helping you with the registration process. Within the WP Online Student Support team, also, you have a dedicated financial aid counselor. The financial aid counselor will also help you with any questions related to billing, your aid eligibility, and they'll be there to guide you as well. We work very closely with the Center for Degree Completion and Adult Learning, who also oversees onboarding and virtual programming. They really help with engagement. They host various activities, library sessions, sponsored sessions with their career development team. So it's a great opportunity if you are able to join any of the engagement activities. In addition, we do provide support and work with the Decal team to assess any credit for prior learning or try to accelerate your degree through credit for prior learning. There are a multitude of ways to earn credit for prior learning. So the Decal team will sit with you, and then we'll work with the Decal team as your academic advisor to ensure that the credit is processed and goes towards your degree as needed. Additionally, within the student support, we do have dedicated faculty members who deliver our curriculum and accelerated courses, but they are amazing. And they are really there to support you. If you have any questions, do not hesitate. You always reach out to your faculty member. They really are a wonderful team. Lastly, you do have access to support services both in person and online. As part of the WP Online program, you're not only part of the WP Online program, you're part of the WP community overall. So you have access to tutoring both in person, online, the library as mentioned, peer tutors and mentors, the Honor Society, the Writing Center. Additionally, we will actually reach out to you next week with a little paragraph email with all the different support services. And we do have a newly launched student support webpage, which will go over all the different resources that you are able to access. And I can share one quick moment of the webpage, but it will be sent shortly with the communication from your advisor. So you'll see all the resources listed, and you can click on any of these resources and it will pull you directly to that webpage with additional information. And then I'm just going to go back to the presentation for 1 second. And the next slide. As mentioned within the WP Online Student Support Team, we do have a dedicated financial aid team. Our financial aid team was not able to join tonight, but we do have a listing of websites that are used most frequently within financial aid, and they are a great resource and wealth of information. So feel free to kind of explore these web pages. If you have any questions regarding your financial aid, we also do have their email listed on this slide, so feel free to reach out to our team at any point.
And again, you will get all these slides, and these are hot links, so you'll be able to click into all of these sites from that slide. Okay, so I want to just pick up and underscore a point that we've been touching on, that you are in WP Online, which is a campus of William Patterson University, but you are fully William Patterson University students. We very much look forward to seeing you with our group of adult learners as from last May here with the president and PIO outside the Prudential Center. The whole Prudential Center was packed, and it was exciting to see students, their families celebrate this passage. We look forward to being there with you, celebrating with you at that point. Along your journey, you have access to any university resources. You can come in person, and everything is available virtually. With that site that Katja mentioned, you have links to all of the different resources. I want to underscore one very important point, which is that your new @student.wpunj.edu email is vital for you to check regularly, and it is the only one that we are legally allowed to interact with. Up until this point, as we've been helping you navigate the admissions process and find the information you need, we've worked with your private emails if you've provided those. But at this point, I cannot know as an administrator of the university, if I'm talking to a student, if I get something that says Funny Bunny at Hotmail, I have to only interact with the student, because then the student email, because then I know that the person asking for the information has legitimately been authenticated as a William Patterson student, and I can communicate with them. So please use that email when you communicate with your faculty and university offices, but please also check that email account regularly. You can have it on your phone. You can forward it to your other email account. I have 3 email addresses on my phone. But that is the account that, your billing will be sent to, important reminders will be sent to, communications from your faculty will be sent to. So please use that student email account. And as Katja mentioned, your faculty are incredibly important to your success. They work very closely with the team of advisors as questions come up, but really they are your primary point of contact as anything minor RAS in your class. So please reach out to them with your student email and ask the direct questions. Because you've been working so closely with advisors, we often find that starting students, when they're having difficulties or questions in their classes, go back to the advisors first. But we don't have any access into the classroom experience that you're having in Blackboard with your faculty member. So your first point of contact should be the professor in that course. As you look through your Blackboard course shells and you look at the syllabi for your classes, please be very aware of what your faculty lists in terms of academic policies. Tony mentioned, how you cite material and that the library runs sessions on that. We have very stringent rules about academic integrity, and that your faculty will expect you to adhere to, that you will be showing where you are getting information, and if you're quoting things that you are citing those correctly. They will also very likely have very specific rules about artificial intelligence. Some faculty have embedded its use into their courses. Some don't want you to use it or only to use it in specific ways. So again, please look very carefully at the policies listed in your course shells, and please reach out to your faculty if you have any questions about those. We do have a Dean of Students, Dr. Eileen Lubeck. She is there to navigate on behalf of students larger issues that may come up. If you need an extension on a given paper, that's a question you would ask your faculty about. If you need to navigate an extension of all of your classes because you're in the hospital, your child is in the hospital, something catastrophic has occurred, you shouldn't have to navigate that with each of your faculty members. That's something where the Dean of Students can advocate for you on your behalf. Plus she can look at confidential information and things that you wouldn't want to or have to share, to be sure that she can document, for example, if you needed to withdraw from the university or because of some major life event. So that Dean of Students contact is in all of your orientation shells as well, but I just want you to be aware of that. Again, first point of contact is your faculty, your advisors are there for you, but if something major happens, the Dean of Students is also there for you. And finally, I just want to say that we're here for you. Everyone that you're meeting tonight, or that you've already met through your advisor sessions or your financial aid sessions, we are all incredibly dedicated to your success. We love the work we do because we love seeing the change that is about to happen in all of your lives as you re-engage in your educations, as you advance your personal and professional goals, and as you take those steps towards your own planned graduation. So thank you for being here, and we're happy to welcome you and welcome you back.
All right. So, within the College of Adult and Professional Studies, we have a unit called Degree Completion in Adult Learning. And our main responsibilities are these three things: build community and share resources with the adult learners. So build community by doing events like this, where we're able to see each other's faces and kind of get to know each other through peer-to-peer sessions, career development sessions, library sessions, right? Those library sessions and the career development sessions, we do them. We partner with the library, as Tony mentioned, right? So they host the library, but the library sessions, but we make sure we send it all out to you via text message, via email. So don't ignore those emails. You need to, when you see degree completion adult learning, or you see DCAL, DCAL at wpunj.edu, that's us trying to communicate with you to make sure you have the information you need, okay? And we also work with the WP Online undergraduate programs and all of the advisors. As Katja mentioned at the beginning, we want to ensure that the program delivery is accurate, so your sessions are, for the courses are in the right session. And lastly, as Katja mentioned again, we support students with credit for prior learning. And this is for students who, like Doris, have lots of experience coming into the university, right? And can say, you know what, I really know everything about this class. Is there a way that I can show that I meet the learning outcomes, or have the knowledge to prove that I know what this class is about already? And if that's the case, then my team and I, Julacey, Sam, will help you get those credits, right? And this could be in various things and ways, and it really is distinct depending on the person and their experience. So we can't really go into delve deep in here because, you know, everyone comes in with different experiences. Next slide. Sam?
And so one of those ways is support credit for prior learning. We provide a peer career learning course. It's a 0 credit course. It's a 7-week course that provides an overview of the various ways in which you can gain credit for prior learning. So you learn about different types of prior learning experiences, certifications that you may be able to gain credit for. It's really geared towards people who have prior experience. But in addition to kind of a review of and the overview of the credit for prior learning, we also focus on career development. So we collaborate a lot with the Career Development Center to help with resume building and networking skills and other job skills. It's a really great class for people who want to learn how they can accelerate their time to graduation and also potentially save money. The second part of this course is PCL 1020. That class is where you work on a specific type of credit for prior learning called portfolio assessment, which is and you go step by step, and the instructor supports you every step of the way. So I think these are great courses for people who have prior experience and are looking to accelerate their time to degree completion while potentially saving money. So if you want to learn more about the courses, our email address is on the slide, but I'll just say it out loud, decal@wpunj.edu, and we will be more than happy to help answer your questions, or if you're interested in the course, we can help you with that as well.
Before we go to questions, I am going to share the Blackboard of a little bit of what that looks like for you. You should all have access to them at this point. And if you don't, please let us know so we can give you access. Am I sharing? Not yet. Here we go. All right. So this is what the Blackboard orientation looks like. And someone asked at the very beginning, oh, will I get the recording for this email? So we will definitely email the recording along with the PowerPoint, but you will also be able to see that we share those recording here in the announcements. We also put it on the the discussion boards that we've created. So each one of you have one according to your major. So I'm in the WP Online orientation for leadership and professional studies. But if you're a communication major, you'll see communication. If you're an accounting major, you'll see accounting. And this was built specifically so you'll always have somewhere to go to know what to do, where to go, how to do this, how to do that. You'll always have this Blackboard shell available to you until graduation. The beginning is just a quick welcome, getting started, which really Hussein is going to talk about that, like what is Blackboard, right? He's going to do all that with you on Tuesday. And then the UCC general education requirements are really those university core curriculum courses that teach you, right, about English, mathematics, philosophy, economics. There's so many various courses, but they're really there to enrich your education. And as Doris mentioned earlier, it's really to support your learning on this journey that you're on. And again, the discussion board, right, you can introduce yourself to each other, right? So we have tons of posts, people talking to each other. I love this, right? So you guys can talk to each other. And this is kind of, again, how we create community amongst adult learners. So once you guys connect on Blackboard, you can connect on Teams, you can connect with us on Teams, you can connect with each other and create a group and really use each other as a resource to motivate each other, right? Because sometimes college is not going to be so easy and they're 7-week courses, so they're super fast. So you're going to need to motivate each other. If you ever forget who your advisor is, which I highly doubt, you can go to the academic care team contact information and we'll have all of the advisors there, right? And it has the email, the major is under, our information is there as well. Oh, we need to add Sam. We need to add Sam. And all of the information to get in touch with us. As Cara mentioned, the Dean of Students, if you ever have a major life event happen and all of your professors need to be contacted, this is the form that you use. You just click on there, it'll take you to the link, which has the form. It'll take you to the page, which has the form. And, the rest is, we'll take care of it. The university will. We also have accessibility resource. And for those of you that need accommodations, again, that's right here. You can click on the link and fill out the form that will be given to all of your professors. And we do have Counseling Health and Wellness Center. And this is really important for you all to know. We did get a grant. So if you ever need counseling for any reason, it's free of charge through the Counseling Health and Wellness just because you're a William Patterson student. So please take advantage of this. And there's also a 24-hour crisis counseling line, which the phone number is right there for you. And then you get, again, go through the modules, but the modules of, again, Blackboard, right? Hussein is gonna go over that. If you ever forget how to register, by the time you're a senior, you're not gonna need this page, but this walks you through it, and it even has a video for you if you ever have a question about how to register or how to file a leave of absence or withdraw from a class. You know, we'd rather you withdraw than fail a course. So that information is all right here for you. And I always tell my students to click on this link is really important. These are the dates of when due dates are, like when is the deadline, the payment deadline, which was yesterday, right? We sent out that text message for those of you that didn't pay, you know, haven't paid. It was yesterday. So you didn't get dropped because you're here. So that's good. But these are the important deadlines, and you can, you know, just put a little asterisk and star it and mark it as your favorite, so you'll never forget a deadline. As I mentioned, navigate in teams. You can contact your success group of success team. That includes your financial aid counselor, your advisor, your success coach, and your career development coach. So you have access to all of these resources. Please use them. This time around, we're here for you to make sure that you succeed. As we mentioned, the library, Tony went over that, but here is again, the librarian for leadership and professional studies is Gary Marks, and you have specific questions, you can reach out to Gary as well. There's online tutoring. You're an online program. So tutor.com is 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can be doing a paper at 2 o'clock in the morning or at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, this is going to be very useful. But something, just going back to what Tony mentioned, don't wait for the last minute. These courses are very, very fast. They're 7-week courses. By day 3, it's gonna be like, wow, half of the week is almost over, and it is going to go that fast. So make sure you print those syllabus. Make sure you buy the book. Make sure you use the resources that we have here for you. Financial aid, as Katja mentioned, you know, there are the important links, and you know, if you ever like, oh, where do I need to go, you just go right on there to have the links. Career Development Center, you know, we'll definitely work with you and have tons of events with the Career Development Center as well, to set up your Handshake account, to do career development, to do resume updating, like all of it, we do it with them, and we do it all virtually. You know, even the ones that have in person, they do a virtual, they create a virtual link so people can join us virtually as well. And these knowledge texts, that's just to make sure you understood everything. It's not a test, you can't fail. But again, I can't stress enough the importance about time management. Doris mentioned it, Tony mentioned it, Cara mentioned it, we all mentioned it, and it's because it's really important, because these are 7-week classes and we want you to be successful. So, you know, if you're falling behind, again, reach out to that classmate. Say, you know, I'm falling behind, I need some help here. And that's exactly why we're creating these communities for you to be successful. Please let me know if you have any questions.
I want to underscore what Joanna just said because it's really critical. You at this point don't know each other, even though she had you wave your hands at the beginning. right? But you will get to know people in your classes, even though you're online. And particularly if you reach out with those questions to your peers through the supports and contacts that we are trying to be sure you have access to. We are a university. We have research and we study things. And one of the studies that one of our faculty members in the Department of Psychology completed showed that students who studied together for exams had a 10-point higher average outcome. You will help each other succeed, and you will learn more if you connect up with each other and with the peer tutors in your classes. So don't hesitate to use that resource. But any questions for any of us?
So if you don't have any questions, we do ask you to please fill out this quick survey. We are always looking for your feedback to make things better for you as we continue to service adult learners. We want to make sure we're addressing their needs.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And do not hesitate to reach out with any questions that you may have. Joanna noted in the chat that she will email will email tomorrow the link to this recording and the slides. So we're very excited for you and to the start that you're about to make on the next stage of your journey.
Thank you all. And if I don't see you on campus, I can't wait to see you at graduation.
Absolutely.
Have a good night, everyone. Take care.